Guys, welcome and thank you very much for tuning in one more time to IPO Market Watch, which most likely soon will be called Bull Market Watch because I cover everything on the stock market anyways, not just IPOs. So if you're interested, consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the like button, notification bell, and all that stuff. This video isn't just about a specific stock. I want to mention also some things about former President Donald Trump. A lot of things I want to fit in. So first of all, former President Donald Trump, as you already know, has been convicted on all 34 counts. And I mention this because it is tied directly also with the stock market. One member on my Discord earlier today in pre-market, as it is right now as I'm recording, said, "Mike, what do you think about the second half of the year? I think the market's going to do very well. We're going to go on a bull run or something like that." And you know, typically I would have agreed, but I said the following: I think it's all tied also to the presidential elections, primarily who's going to run for president for the Republican Party, because President Donald Trump being convicted on all 34 counts means, guys, the following: that on July 11th, which is the catalyst, mark that on your calendars, guys. July 11th is a major catalyst, however you want to look at it. If you're in favor of President Donald Trump in terms of him becoming a president or not, or the stock market, however you want to look at it. Basically on July 11th, guys, is when Donald Trump will be sentenced on those 34 counts. So he's been convicted now as a felon on those 34 counts, right? And on July 11th, the judge will decide two of the following: whether to grant up to 4 years of prison time for each of the 34 counts, right? That's basically a life sentence. Or he has the right also to just say, "I will not impose a prison sentence on former President Donald Trump." So it's a big catalyst, because if he were to be convicted 1, 2, 3, 4 years for each of those 34 counts, I don't know. Market doesn't like uncertainty, right? So it's going to be, and when he was president, the market was doing well due to the fact that he cuts on taxation of the big businesses and all that stuff. So that's that, guys. If you want to let me know in the comment section below what you think about this whole political situation going on in the US, let me know in the comment section below. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go on to specific stocks, things I want to show you. So one of the stocks right now, it's pre-market right now, guys. Don't look at the 11:57 a.m. That is not time anywhere in the US. That's 8 hours. That's time in Greece right now, which is 8 hours ahead of the US. But in pre-market right now, guys, ticker symbol LOOP. I just posted this on the Discord. It says Loop. So I posted the following: Loop Industries and Reed Management Inc. A 35 million euro, basically a $40 million deal to propel global commercialization of infinite loop technology. Right now, as I speak, it's trading at $2.51. $40 million deal on a company that pretty much had like not even $1 million last year of revenue, right? So logically, I think it will go higher today. We'll see. By the time you watch this video, it will be well into regular hours. So we'll see if I'm right. Now, the other thing is, yesterday I posted about MNTS at 67 cents. As you can see here, here's a screenshot. And I told them about the news, and I think it would be an attractive day trade. Now, if anybody did not want to do a day trade because they're high risk, I told them that if you want a safer trade, then you can look at a stock pick that I have made about ticker symbol FHN, which is a bank stock. But 67 cents yesterday, Momentus, pre-market. I alerted about it and gave a screenshot. In regular hours, it went all the way up to $1.10. So awesome day trade right there. And also yesterday, I let my Discord know about Summit Therapeutics when it was at $3.20. Guys, Summit Therapeutics after that in the after hours hit over $10, right? Over $10. There is $10.92. It actually hit 11. So that's that. If you want to join us in the Discord, the link will be in the comment section below. You basically have to join Patreon in order to get access to the Discord. Guys, the stock that I want to move on to now is UiPath. Ticker symbol PATH. It's a stock that a lot of people are looking at it, including Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood picked up Path on its fall. The past 2-3 days, it's been pretty much falling from the earnings, which the earnings were actually good. They weren't bad. It had good earnings, but I would say poor forward guidance, which is what basically brought the stock down, along with the sudden decision during earnings that they announced that they would change CEO. And the stock right now is at around $12.07. Now the PE ratio, guys, is now 21. Why did I mention that? Before the fall and before the earnings, the PE ratio was way high, 38 or plus. And I want you guys to keep this in mind that I'm going to tell you. When it comes to tech stocks, if the PE ratio is 25 or higher, you are looking for trouble eventually, is what Warren Buffett has said in the past, and I think he's always right. So with that being said, what happens with UiPath? Why are people looking at it? Because every time you get an interesting company, guys, a good company, an interesting company that tanks on earnings or something, maybe a bearish report, which in this case we're talking about earnings, eventually it will come to, the floor. It will hit the floor. It will hit the bottom. Where is the bottom? And we think we're pretty much got it. It's right here. Slowly, it can rise. Most likely it will. So UiPath, though, is it a sure bet? No. And I'll tell you one reason that I think UiPath could be in trouble in the future that I think people might want to look at. Now, just one more thing I want to mention. UiPath is something that we swing traded in my Discord in the past. When I had called it a buy at $14.90, told them that I would sell about 80% of my shares at $16 and then sold the rest at $17.97. So what is the biggest threat to UiPath, in my opinion? It is OpenAI, and I think people need to realize that. OpenAI ChatGPT offers enterprise suite, guys. We have the ChatGPT Enterprise, redefine work in the age of AI and all that stuff. And then you have UiPath, which offers artificial intelligence for the real world experience. But UiPath did not develop its own AI. So eventually, with time, not this year, right? Not this year. Next year, they will be affected, I think, a little bit more. But eventually, with time, I think OpenAI will eliminate a lot of companies, such as UiPath, in the future, in my opinion. Basically, guys, UiPath creates software to help businesses automate repetitive tasks, right? That's the whole pitch. So think of it like a digital assistant that can handle routine work such as data entry. UiPath's software, often called a robot or a bot, can do these tasks, can do many tasks quickly and accurately. So it will help customers save time, reduce errors, and employees to focus on other things, or they get fired. That's the sad truth. But see, here's the thing. That's where things get blurry for me. For the long term, I'm not bullish on UiPath. I'm not. In fact, I would treat UiPath like I treated it last year, where I got in at 14.90, sold at 16 something, then sold the rest at 17.90, and I was out, and that's enough. As far as long term, in my opinion, what UiPath offers, if it's not fully offered yet by ChatGPT Enterprise by OpenAI, it will be sooner or later. And companies like UiPath, in my opinion, will go out of business. But Mike, you're totally wrong, because UiPath has revenue that is growing each year. That means people want to use their services, and they're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Yes, and they're not profitable though. All right, so they're not. Although profitability is getting closer or within sight, now with the forward guidance that they gave, I don't know. So when we look at the revenue, guys, you can see that they started off in 2019 with $336 million. And each year it just keeps rising remarkably to reach $1.3 billion. And as far as the earnings are concerned, they're always in the negative. They're never positive, and they haven't been a profitable company yet. They're getting close, although, like I said, that might be a short-term lived dream. You can see overall, ever since UiPath has gone public, it has been a complete disaster for those who held, right? It's just gone down the whole time. Like, it's just not, it's just been horrible. So like I said, the Q1 results were reasonable. Revenue growth is there, but the forward guidance was not good. They had a CEO change, which is basically going back to the founder, so I don't see the CEO change as a bad thing. What I find alarming is just basically this: the company needs to demonstrate that its business will not be affected by OpenAI. And with that, I'm gonna leave you with this screenshot: building chatbot for client businesses using GPT 3.5. So overall, what's my opinion on this whole thing? I think that the ticker symbol PATH can and will be a profitable trade for the short to medium term. As far as long term is concerned, I am not bullish in it because I think that OpenAI will eventually take a huge chunk of their business. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I wish you guys all the best. Take care.